up your caps, and may everyone stand for a word of prayer. And would you please bow your heads? Father, we thank you this morning for all of your many blessings. We thank you for life, for strength, our minds, and for all the things you have done to continue to do for us. We thank you for allowing us to gather here today from near and far to celebrate the achievements of this graduating class. We thank you for the opportunity to learn and to grow through education, so that we might go forward from this institution seeking to better our futures. We give honor this morning to our parents, the Northwest administration, our fellow classmates, and to all who have helped us achieve this milestone in our lives. We pray that the knowledge we attain will be used to help others and to uplift those less fortunate than ourselves. As we leave this place and move to other challenges, we pray that you will continue to guide our footsteps. Please keep us humble and let us never forget this place. These and other blessings we ask in your name. Amen. Amen.
Standing up next to the time that I said, and he ain't got no card in his hand. He didn't give you no card. Yeah, he probably passed it along on every card. Okay, what else was there?
Receive by the dawn's early what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Well, good morning, guests and graduates, friends, family, loved ones. Good morning to you. And it is a great day to be a Northwest Community College Ranger. My name is Michael Heinel, and I'm the president of Northwest Mississippi Community College. On behalf of our college's 22-member board of trustees, its faculty, staff, and administration, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you to our Senatobia campus as we celebrate today at Northwest Community College's 103rd commencement exercises. I'd like to recognize our board members present, which are to my left, and I think one or two are throughout in the audience as well in the stands. I'd like to recognize them now. Our first board member, representing Tallahatchie County, Mr. Jamie Anderson. Mr. Anderson. Dr. Leela Hale, representing Marshall County. Mr. David Hargett, representing Tallahatchie County. Mr. John Lamar, our legal counsel for the college. And I would like to recognize my wife, First Lady of the college, Jennifer Heinel, for being here as well. I'd like to recognize other dignitaries. I saw a couple of them in the room this morning as they were coming in. Those are leaders who are legislators, our city county, and state leaders, we'd like to recognize you at this time. And I'd also like to recognize leaders that are present today on the platform. They are beginning on the left, and if you would stand when I call your name. First of all is Ms. Patty Gordon, the Executive Director of Institutional Advancement. Dr. Keith Reed, Dean of our DeSoto Center. Dr. Don Jones, Dean of the Lafayette Yalobusha Technical Center. Dr. Matthew Domas, Vice President of Academic Instruction and College Parallel Programs. Mr. Dan Smith, Vice President of Student Services and Chief of Staff at the college. Dr. David Campbell, Vice President of Workforce Solutions and Career Technical Education. Mr. Jeff Horton, Vice President of Administration and Finance. Dr. Tara Dunn, our Dean of Students. Mrs. Phyllis Johnson, Dean of E-Learning. And Dr. Jeremy Isom, Dean of Early College Programs. Would you join me in expressing your appreciation to all of the folks I've mentioned thus far this morning? Here on the floor, seated behind our students, and seated in the stands up here to my right and to my left, are VIPs here at the college. They are our dedicated and hard-working faculty who have been working alongside our students in the classroom these many months in order that they might be able to reach such a considerable milestone like they are today. I'd like to recognize our faculty for the transformational work they do every day to help students realize their career goals and their career dreams. Northwest Mississippi Community College faculty, would you please rise and let us express our appreciation to you for the great jobs you do. Yes. At this time, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker for today. A Northwest alumna and lifelong Senatobia resident, Justice Ann Hannaford Lamar was appointed as a trustee to the Mississippi Board of Institutions of Higher Learning by Governor Phil Bryant in February 2017 to represent the 3rd Supreme Court District. Justice Lamar became the 3rd woman to serve on the Mississippi Supreme Court after her appointment by Governor Haley Barbour in May 2007 and was elected in November 2008 to serve an 8-year term. She retired from the state's highest court in 2018. Prior to her Supreme Court appointment, Justice Lamar presided over the 17th Circuit Drug Court, which served DeSoto, Tate, Panola, Yalobusha, and Tallahatchie counties, and she previously served 5.5 years as a circuit judge from the 17th Circuit Court. And she also served as district attorney in the 17th District until her appointment to the circuit bench in November 2001. Upon graduation from the University of Mississippi School of Law, Justice Lamar began practicing law with her husband in Senatobia at Lamar & Lamar, where she served for 8 years before serving as an assistant district attorney for 9 years. Prior to her earning her Juris Doctorate, as I mentioned to you all, she attended Northwest and then attended Delta State University, where she earned her Bachelor of Science degree in Education. Named Citizen of the Year by the Tate County Economic Development Foundation in 2010, she was inducted as a Fellow of the Mississippi Bar Foundation in 2011. She received the Mississippi Bar's Susie Blue Buchanan Award for commitment to the advancement of women in the field of law, the Outstanding Woman Lawyer Award presented by the Mississippi Women Lawyers Association, and the Chief Justice Award presented by Chief Justice William L. Waller, Jr. Active members of First Baptist Church in Senatobia, Ann and her husband John are the proud parents of 2 adult children, Trey and Vance, and they have 3 grandchildren. Please join me in welcoming today to speak a friend and esteemed alumna of this college, the Honorable Justice Ann Lamar.
President Heindel, distinguished faculty, staff, graduates, proud family and friends of these graduates, thank you for that welcome and good morning to you. It is an honor and a privilege to be here with you today to celebrate your accomplishments. I know I'm really going to age myself, but I'll do it anyway. It was 49 years ago that I walked onto this campus as a student, almost 50 years ago, hard for me to believe. And just as I know you have done while you were here, I made new and lifelong friends. I experienced my first taste of freedom. I learned a lot in those years. And then, just like you will do, I moved on to the next challenge. When I have the opportunity to address graduates, I can't help but recall those times when my two sons would leave our house at night. And as a parent, and these parents in the room I think can appreciate it, you always want to offer some advice when they walk out the door, Be careful. Have fun. Remember who you are. It's just our job as parents, I think. And you may or may not know that we never graduate from being parents. So today, to parents, and I feel like we need to say just another word of encouragement to you before you walk out the door, okay? We know this ceremony marks the end of your time here at Northwest, but it marks the beginning of a new and exciting time in your life. This may be the end of your formal education, or it may just be the beginning of the degrees that you are yet to receive. But either way, you deserve to celebrate today. You've worked hard, you've reached your goals, and today we celebrate with you. What they didn't tell you in that introduction is that when I was at Northwest, I was a home economics major. I actually have a degree in home economics education, a degree they don't even offer anymore. And for those of you who don't even know what that is, I'll just say to you, it's about as far from the law school as you can get, okay? At that time, I had no plans of going to law school, and certainly never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would one day sit on the highest court in this state. In fact, I've been out of college for 5 years before I decided to go back to law school. And even then, I planned a small town practice here in Senatobia with my husband. I had no plans to ever walk inside a courtroom. The thought of it scared me to death. I had no way of knowing at that time that in the years to come I would learn to love that courtroom and everything that it stands for. And I tell you all of that to tell you this. I had no clue what life had in store for me when I sat where you sit today. And so it is for you. You may think you know what you'll do next. You may think you know where you're going to school, where you're going to work, and where you're going to live. But believe me when I tell you, none of us can be certain how our lives will unfold. God had a plan for my life, and He's got a plan for your life too. And I want you to know that God dreamed bigger for my life than I could ever have dreamed for myself. A great historian once observed that there are really two educations, the one that teaches us to make a living and the other one that teaches us how to live. That second one, learning how to live, that's the real challenge, because living life successfully and fully involves so much more than accumulating wealth or title or status. In our short time, I want to share with you just a few thoughts. Let's just call them lessons learned along the way. Sometimes it was lessons learned the hard way. And they're not particularly novel, but oh, how I really wish that you could just grasp how critical they are to learning how to live. Right now, I know you're considering which direction you'll leave when you leave here. And as you focus on that endless list of opportunities that's before you today, I'd like for you to seriously ponder one question. What would I dare to do if I was absolutely guaranteed that I would not fail? What would it be? If you can ever truly answer that question, I think you'll learn a couple of things. One, I think somewhere in that answer you're going to find the passion for your life. But I think more importantly than that, if you can never really answer that question, you'll begin to understand how paralyzing the fear of failure can be in our lives. It controls so many of our decisions, and it too often robs us of our dreams. At almost every stage of my career, I can honestly say that I loved my work, and I hope one day you can say you love your work. It is such a blessing to wake up in the morning excited about the day. But so many people are unhappy with their work, miserable in their circumstances, but afraid to try something new, not because they can't, but because they're afraid they will fail. If you listen to that kind introduction a few moments ago, you would think my career was one success after the other. The truth is that I lost the first political race that I ever ran. So I know failure. It's not fun, but it's part of life. And I learned many valuable lessons from that experience. Don't be afraid of failure. I've come to believe it's just God's way of pointing us in a different direction. And don't let fear keep you from stepping outside of your comfort zone. Have the courage to take risks. There were so many times in my life when I could have said no to the opportunities that came my way because I was afraid to try. If I'd let that fear hold me back, I would have missed out on so many blessings in this life, and our fears often lead us to settle. I think you know what I mean. Settle for average, settle for status quo, settle for less than your dreams, settle for less than you can be. Graduates, don't settle. Secondly, I would tell you to make wise choices. Learn early that every choice that we make, the big ones and the little ones, has consequences. Some good and some bad. And in the course of my career as a prosecutor and a judge, I've had to deal with so many people who have just made a mess of their lives. I've seen them, young and old, stand before the court and blame all their troubles on someone or something else. It was the wrong crowd, it was a friend's influence that got them into trouble. They had a dad that drank too much, or they came from a broken family, or it was drugs and it was alcohol. The list of excuses goes on and on. I wish I had kept a list, I could write a book. And yet the simple and sad truth is that it was by their own choices that brought them to that place. A place where they finally had to answer the consequences of their decisions. Because you see, every choice that we make has consequences, some good and some bad. And you've made some good choices to be here today. Each of you are going to write your own life story about the choices that you made. So I'll say it again, choose wisely. And third, and I think it overshadows all the others, be a person of integrity. Our headlines are full of rich and powerful people who have lost it all. They've lost money and power and our reputation, and sometimes it seems like it happens overnight. We've witnessed great failures of integrity. We've seen bribes in our legal system and greed in our banking system. We've seen public officials who have betrayed our trust. And sometimes these failures just shake us to the core. But understand, it doesn't just happen to those rich and powerful people, the ones who get their names on the front page of the paper. It happens in every profession. It can happen in any individual. I spent more than 10 years of my career as a prosecutor, and a little bit of time and experience in that job taught me how easily power and position can be abused. I found a quote somewhere, I don't even remember where during those days, but I kept it taped to my desk as a reminder, and it went like this: beware, lest inviting the dragon, you become the dragon. It reminded me that there was danger in getting so caught up in getting to what I thought was the right result that I might be tempted to compromise the process to get there. It was a reminder to be careful, lest I become the dragon. You've come to that point in life where your parents and teachers can't make those right and wrong decisions for you anymore. You will decide for yourself who you'll be when nobody's looking. You'll have to know where that line is that you are not willing to cross. It's too late to try to figure that out when you're in the middle of temptation or crisis in your life. Just remember that when it comes to issues of integrity, we rarely get a do-over. And lastly, graduates, I would tell you to guard your hearts and your minds. I am convinced that you can change your future just by changing your attitude. The Bible tells us, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So you can't think in terms of weakness and be strong. And you can't think small and be great. You can't live with doubt in your mind and live by faith. Today, all forms of information, both good and bad, or good, bad, and ugly, I'll say, are at our fingertips with just a click. Your professors have done their part, and they've taught you how to think. They've taught you how to learn. And I pray that you will continue to learn. But I say again, be careful what you feed your mind. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. I wish I could visit with every one of you. I would love to hear your stories. And I bet every one of you could tell me someone who helped you get here today. We've all been influenced and encouraged by someone. I hope you tell them thank you today. So finally, I would tell you to just pass that along, okay? Find a way to give back. Find a place of service. I've heard it said that you can't help another person get to the top of a hill without getting close to the top yourself. So find somebody to help. Let me share a short story about a lady who has inspired me. You may have heard earlier in the week that a lady by the name of United Blackwell died on Monday. The headline in our paper said she was the first African-American female mayor in the state of Mississippi. But I'd never heard her name, so I did a little looking. United was born to sharecropping parents on a farm in Kahoma County in 1933. She got an 8th grade education by going to live with her aunt for a few years in Helena, Arkansas, because there weren't opportunities for children here in Mississippi. In the first few decades of her life, she spent picking cotton. But in 1964, at the age of 31, she was still picking cotton for $3 a day. But in '64, her life changed when she got involved in registering voters in the Mississippi Delta. It wasn't too popular a thing at the time in 1964. She later became the first African-American female mayor in the state of Mississippi. She served 2 years as the national president of the Mayor's Association. She went on to be an advisor to several American presidents. She made 16 missions to China as a goodwill ambassador, and she hosted a Chinese delegation in the Mississippi Delta. Along the way, United was given the opportunity to go back to school, and she eventually got her master's degree from the University of Massachusetts. Along the way, she was awarded some 5 honorary doctorate degrees. And just a few years ago, United wrote an autobiography, and it was entitled Barefoot: Life Lessons I Learned on the Road to Freedom. That name comes from all those years that United spent barefooted on the dusty roads of Mississippi. She speaks with a down-to-earth wisdom that should inspire all of us. I'm going to leave you with a few of her words. She says, when you're starting out on the road barefoot and you don't know where you're going, but you got to step out or you'll never get anywhere. And you just keep on going, one step at a time. You got to have faith to go barefoot, because you don't know what you might step on, and you don't know what pain might come, but you keep on walking. And it makes you tough. Sometimes you skip, sometimes you jump, and sometimes you run, but sometimes you get a thorn in your toe, and sometimes you trip over a limb, but there's no turning back. Barefoot means getting mud between your toes. It means dancing on the water. Your spirit's in your feet, and your spirit can run free. Remember what I said earlier about never knowing how your life will unfold. Do you think that little barefooted United, with her 8th grade education ever dreamed of traveling the world or meeting with presidents or making such a huge difference in her home state? I don't think so. She inspired countless thousands, and she has inspired me even in her passing. It's been said that it takes a lot of courage to grow up and become who you really are. So I say to you today, life is short. Can't believe it's been 50 years since I sat there. Don't waste any time trying to be someone else. And as you leave this nurturing and this safe environment here at Northwest, I hope all of you will do a little barefooting. I hope you'll get some mud between your toes. I hope you'll run and skip and jump. And even when you don't know where you're going next, I hope you'll just step out and keep going. One step at a time. And if you get a thorn in your toe, you just keep on walking, because there ain't no turning back. Congratulations to you, and thank you for letting me share this day with you.
Thank you so much, Justice Lamar, for your inspiring words. At this time, I'd like to ask students, the candidates for the degree of the Associate of Arts degree, would you please rise? Students, you have met all of the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Board of Trustees, the administration, and the faculty of Northwest Mississippi Community College. Therefore, by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the laws of the state of Mississippi, I hereby award to you the degree of the Associate of Arts with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to this degree. At this time, would you please move your tassels to the left? Students, for you to be seated for one more moment, and I'll have a brief comment to make to all of our guests in the house today. Folks, we're about to come to the time in today's ceremony where we will begin to call students by name to come and receive their degrees, and we realize and appreciate that this is an incredibly exciting time for family and friends of our graduates. We at the college also share that same excitement. We're very proud of these students, the fact that they've reached this milestone, and we want to make sure that friends and family and loved ones of our graduates attending today can hear the names of all our students as their names are called. So out of respect and honor, we ask that you please hold your applause and whistles and screams and shout outs and hollers and whatever else. I did a really bad job of that. I cannot do it. But I just did it for you, so you don't have to. Would you please hold all of your cheering and applause till the end of this portion coming up of the ceremony, because we will give you plenty of time to celebrate the fact of the graduation of your loved one here today. So let me just share with you really quickly why that's important. Because there will be many names to call. They will be called quickly. We got a lot of folks here, a lot of students to graduate. They're going to be called quickly, and we need to make sure that all names are heard by everyone. And let me just share with you also, this is something that we do not want to do, and I hate to even say it in this group today, and hope that we don't have to. But we are about a service that is not disruptive, a ceremony that is not disruptive. We do have police here. I hate to even mention this, but we don't want a disruptive ceremony. And in the event that this happens, we may have to escort some folks out. So we don't want to do that. We want to celebrate today. And so I'm going to say it one more time, that after all of the diplomas have been awarded, an opportunity will be given for everyone to cheer and support all of our graduates. But our graduates have worked very hard to get to where they are today. We ask that you allow for their names to be called and to be heard. I thank you in advance for helping us honor our graduates in this way. Without further ado, let's begin. Madam Registrar, to you.
Will the graduates of Associate of Arts please come forward to receive their diplomas? Brianna Butler. Tamara Abram. Alexis Adams. Jordan Adams. Justin Ailes. Jonathan Alexander. Michael Alford. DeCaria Allen, honors. Denisha Allen. Omar Awaldi. Kaylee Anderson, special honors. Marquita Anderson. Genevieve Anthony. Clay Artman. Caleb Ashworth. Alicia Austin, honors. Linda Bahur. Chantel Baker. Jenna Baker. Abigail Barnes, honors. John Bass, highest honors. Jasmine Bassett. Beverly Beard. Benjamin Bogran, special honors. Courtney Bell. Latyra Bell. Markeisha Bell. Precious Benson, honors. Brittany Bernard. Desiree Billingsley. Liz Blankenship. Jadarius Bledsoe. Mallory Bledsoe, special honors. Trinicia Hardaway. Gary Bolden. Takira Bolden. Angel Bowles. Amber Bonner, honors. Devin Booth. Tori Bounds. Erica Bradford. Anteria Bradley, special honors. Kayla Bradley, special honors. Charles Brown. Jacqueline Brown. Jakayla Brownlow. Bertasia Burks. Christopher Burkett. Christina Burnett, special honors. Jason Burnett, special honors. Kosha Butts, honors. Cody Byram, honors. Lakyra Burton. Danielle Campbell. Cade Campbell. Lakeisha Campbell. Willie Campbell. Ashley Carpenter. Ronshema Carr. Michaela Carter. Tierra Carter. Taylor Kate, special honors. Carlisha Kathy. Shakisha Caesar. Alicia Chia. Anita Clark. Ashley Clark. Genevieve Clark, honors. Tiangela Cobb. Carly Coleman, highest honors. Ronald Coleman. Nahija Collins. Adam Connor, honors. Jasmine Cook, honors. Morgan Cook, honors. Kiana Cooley. Lewis Cruz. David Cole, honors. Brianna Daniel. Nicaria Daniel. Brittany Darnell. Abby Davis, honors. Mariah Davis. Michelle De Leon. Ashley Delcourt. Joseph Delgadillo. LaKayla Deloach. Jasmine Dixon. Amber Dillard. Jasmine Doyle. Lyric Douglas. Martin Dunlap. Alicia Dunn. Christopher Dunn. Crystal Duval. Crystal Dye, special honors. Ebony Eccles. Deanna Eddington. Jamie Edwards. Shelby Ellerbrake. Marissa Epps. John Fricky. Shelby Finley, honors. Mackenzie Ford. Kyle Fortune. Brandon Foster, special honors. Deshaun Freeman. Morgan Freeman. Alexandria Friels. Mallory Gary. Lucretia Gibson. Kimberly Gilbert. Sierra Gist. Adriana Gleaton. Jatarius Gordon. Kennedy Gore, honors. Taylor Grant. Tony Grant. William Green. Alaya Griffin. Sakedria Griffin, honors. Jacambria Griffin. Addison Griffith, highest honors. Samantha Guerrero, honors. Justice Hag, honors. Angel Haley. Jesse Hale. Brittany Hall. Christopher Hankins. Gary Hardy. Kyla Hardy. Catherine Hare. Noah Harmon. Ryan Hart, highest honors. Natasha Harrington. Kelsey Harris. Makisha Harris. Otisa Harris. Selena Harvey. Parker Hawks. Charles Hawkins. Madeline Hawthorne. Luther Hayes. Shaparish Haygood. David Helmick II, honors. Isaiah Henderson, special honors. Jamie Hensley, special honors. Kimberly Herod, Darius Hill, Kaylin Hill, Ramisha Hogan, Ruth Hogue, Elisha Hollins, Brandon Holly, Mikiana Holman, Taisha Holmes, honors, Emily Houston, Michael Howard, Jessica Humphreys, Margaret Irving, Heather Issel, Denzel Jackson, LaCadrian Jackson, Phelan Jackson II, Victoria Jankowski, honors, Victoria Jenkins, special honors, Elena Johnson, Griffin Johnson, Condrea Johnson, honors, Shaquanda Johnson, Brittany Jones, Kaylin Jones, Kyle Jones, Marshala Jones, Calvin Jackson, Emily Mayu, special honors, Miracle Jones, Rachel Jones, Sydney Jones, honors, Tamara Jones, Terica Jones, Valencia Jones, Alonzo Jordan, Juliana Joyce, Calexis Judge, Chelsea Joyner, special honors, Morgan Kelly, Michael Kelso, special honors, Kimberly Kennedy, honors, Erica King, honors, Catherine King, Chloe Ann Lang, Alex Lambert, special honors, Vianna Lanaverde, honors, Bridget Lane, Nicaria Laris, special honors, Christopher Lawrence, Samantha Lawrence, special honors, Brandon Leverson, Krista Kramer, honors, Danielle Lewis, Deanna Lindsay, honors, Devontae Lloyd, Tiffany Lott, Kyan Love, Alexis Lunsford, honors, Carlisha Mack Phillips, special honors, Cameron Malone, highest honors, Jocelyn Mark, Brittany Marks, Lauren Marshall, honors, Eladio Martinez, Setiana Maydell, Alexandria Mays, Chelsea Mays, Shaniqua McLean, honors, Grant McCutcheon, Ian McLean, Taylor Metcalf, highest honors, Brittany Michael, Lauren Michaels, Crystal Milam, Daxton Miller, Jelonte Miller, Keisha Miller, India Mitchell, William Mydrick, Aisha Moore, Jalen Nesbitt, Clarissa Neff, Shannon Nally, Kavita Eva Mysore. Katrina Murray, honors. Reina Mundo. Ari Mosley. Samuel Morris, highest honors. Lakeisha Morris. Robert Moore. Justin Moore. Brian Moore. Arthur Moore. Victoria Newton. Brandon Nichols. Carl Nichols. Madison Nickens, special honors. Shantigra Nixon. Rachel Norris. Lauren Odom. Casey Overton, honors. Tiana Page. Jennifer Parra, special honors. Rebecca Patterson. Arabia Payne. Javante Payton. Macy Peace. Benjamin Payton. Kalasia Peoples. Ryan Perryman, honors. Annie Person. Kyler Pleasant. Kelsey Plummer, honors. Michaela Pope. Ariana Pratt, honors. Destiny Price. LaTwanza Price. Michaela Prince. Megan Pugh. Kirstine Rain. Catherine Ray. Alexis Red. Darius Redmond, special honors. LaToya Reed. Erica Richardson, special honors. Jamisha Richardson, highest honors. Brendan Riedlinger, honors. Constance Riley. Bonnie Rivera. Greg Robb Jr., honors. Venetia Robinson. Michael Robinson. Patrice Rogers. Curtis Ross. Russell Royston. Benjamin Rush. Josh Rustenhaven. Ruby Sanchez. Amber Saturday, honors. Ashley Salisbury. Kayla Shore. Jeremy Scott. Shakira Scott, honors. Shawnee Scott. Robin Scroggins. DeQuarius Skillark. Tia Robinson. Jaslyn Skirlock. Walker Shirley. Montana Shrives, honors. Larissa Sierra. Anna Grace Slocum, honors. Nathaniel Sluska. Blair Smith. Christy Smith. Christopher Smith. Darby Smith. Starlet Smith. Christopher Stewart Jr. Jacqueline Swinkowski, honors. Deanna Zeekley, honors. Jelaya Tanner. April Taylor. Tamara Terry. Meredith Tidwell, special honors. Parker Trawick. JaQuinton Tucker. Donald Twilley. Jalea Twilley. Antonio Tyson, special honors. Carlos Tyson. Talia Tyson. Caitlin Vanderford, honors. Anna Catherine Story, honors. Ariel Summerall. Haley Benucci. Verdiana Varela. Trevlin Wadlington. Cara Walker. Nakia Walker, highest honors. Carl Wallace, highest honors. Addison Ward. Brandy Ward, honors. Autumn Warren, honors. Jabria Watson. Kristen Weeks. Samantha Weinberg. Jesse Wilson. Timonisha Williams. Shantaris Williams. Sarah Williams, highest honors. Matthew Williams. Crystal Williams. Samantha Wilkins, honors. Carrie Wiley, honors. Margaret Whittington, honors. Taylor Whittemore. Tylen Whitfield. Claire Whitaker. Tiara Wheatley. Jennifer Westmoreland. Kimberly Cook, honors. Matt Moore. Hannah Carpenter. Peyton Wilson. Dana Wong, highest honors. Cherie Woodard, honors. Morgan Woodard, honors. Miracle Wooten. Sharia Wooten. Christopher Wright. Taylor Wright. Samantha Zanicki. Damian Phipps. Alexis Faulkner. Patrick Goff. Gabriel Bibbs. Kristen Gilbert. And now is the time to applaud